Hello and welcome. We are going to do another map review today, and this map review is a hot off the presses Cherry Hills 2017 by Stevie. This map is being dedicated to a chap called Alan Jones by Stevie, and this is actually the last map that Stevie will produce. So this is something that we've been kind of waiting for ever since Stevie announced his retirement from the modding community, and this is actually, I believe, a kind of a rework of a previous release of Farming Sims maps. And I say this is dedicated to a chap called Alan Jones, who apparently look forward to playing Farming Sim and maps by Stevie. And when Stevie announced his retirement, this chap basically contacted, or relative of this chap contacted Stevie to kind of ask him to reconsider and finish this one map. So we're going to jump right in and do a mod review. As well as this mod review, we will actually be putting this live on one of our multiplayer servers, and this will be an open map for everyone to access. And it will have a few of my mods on, but at the moment it's actually just going to sit on there, and we're going to have a go. So let's get into it. So as usual, let's kick off with the mod selection. Just going to disable a few mods. I suspect, although I'm not 100% sure because I haven't actually looked at this map yet, I haven't even looked at the notes that came with it. This map is literally hot off the presses. I have literally downloaded it this minute and I am jumping straight into it because I have been looking forward to this map. I really do enjoy Stevie's maps, all of them. I've looked at the Goldcrest edit, I've looked at Pineco Farm and Sherwood Farm, and all of them I love them. They're all great. I'm actually really kind of upset that Stevie is leaving the modding scene. He's got some great ideas on his maps. So let's jump straight into it. So I say this is literally the first release, so there may be some errors, but let's have a look at the error log anyway. So this is loading. I haven't seen an error pop past, but they did move pretty quickly. So if you did spot one, then there might have been an error or two. So we've got all the things. I'm going to just enable. Oops, too early. I will actually do it in 1 second. There we go. Enabled flight mode. Just set up course play so we can actually get some map size, some field sizes. And first off, let's take a look at the fields. And we have here, I'm counting 19 fields. That's right, 19 fields. And just looking at these, this is very similar to his Sherwood Farm map. It's kind of fields that are not uniform shape, like Pineco Farm, the very square, kind of American style fields, whereas Sherwood Farm's kind of misshapen fields, not the same shape fit twice, as it were. And obviously the Goldcrest edit is essentially the same kind of American field sizes. This one is fields that are slightly sort of shapen. Some of the notes I have seen for this do talk about where you will need to do 2 or 3 headlands on your sort of each of your fields as you're trying to work them. So you will need to adapt to the field shape. I can see field shape 1, which is one of the ones we own, looks pretty oddly shaped. Field 19 is a grass pasture. That's really cool. And then field 3 is again going to need a little bit of management on the shape. Field 15 is, again, that looks like a heel. But yeah, there are some interesting shapes here. We have the standard fruit types, plus we have oats, rye, spelt, I can never pronounce this, millet and sorghum. So I say we start off with 3 fields. Let's have a quick look at the sell points. We have got quite a few sell points on this map. We've got loads of barns. The way I understand it, there's 2 kind of separate farms on here as well. So that could explain the number of barns we've got. We've got like rail stations. We've got traditional sell points. We've got sell points for milk, petrol, seeds, wool. We've got digestate, and we've got slurry. We've got wood chips, not usual. We've got our other crops. We've got compost. Got pumpkins, watermelons, tomatoes. We've got wood. We've got lettuce, cauliflower, and tables. So it looks like we have some of the kind of signature Stevie placements, sort of kind of the lumberyard and so on. So that's kind of cool. We have a lot of equipment, and we'll come back to that in a minute. We have 2.5 million storage, which is a really nice big fat storage capacity. We'll go back to the map, and then we'll take a look at the equipment. So we have a Voltra N series, we have a Case Puma CVX, we have a 900 Vario, we have a Magnum CVX, we have a front loader, we have a bucket, we have a I can never remember this, whatever the JCB is, wheel loader, we have a log fork, we have a Phoenix 6x6 aggro truck, we have a barrel core, we have a CR1090, and we have two headers for that. We have a 12-foot, a 12-foot maybe, yeah, 9 meter header for that. We have a 45-foot header as well. This one's new. I haven't seen this on the map for a while. We've got a forager, a forage harvester. We've got a cutter and for basically the usual sort of crops, and then we've got a cutter for corn, so we can do forage. We have a tipper trailer. We've got a Joskin, and we've got a Flegel semi-chip tipper trailer. We have got an all-rounder cultivator. We have a Titan 11 plow. We have a Pronto DC9 and a Maestro 12 SW seeder. We also have the big Amazon Condor 15001, and we have a Brendel fertilizer spreader. We also have an Amazon sprayer. We have a selection of weights. We have a Pottinger Novacat set for mowing, so front and back. We have a loader wagon. We also have a big baler 1290. We have an auger, and we have a pickup truck. We've also got a, I can never remember the name of this, leveler. We have a leveler. We have a Joskin water trailer. We have a stump grinder. We have a Timber Runner Flegel log trailer. We have a Scorpion King, and we have 2 Karcher washers. We have a Horizon Mat heating plant. Now this is where you drop off wood chips to get money. Then we have a single wind energy converter, which this is a kind of a signature thing for Stevie's maps. He has them on everything. You have one of these, it just ticks along, making a little bit of passive money in the background whilst you're playing. So that is the starting equipment on this map. It is pretty impressive. We have got everything on here. So let's take a look at the map again. So it's kind of saying there's kind of 2 farms here. we've obviously got this farm here where we're at. I think the other farm is either up here or somewhere up here, maybe. Potentially this one here, where this barn is. There's kind of got two working areas for farms. So let's kind of take a look around this farmstead. We'll head up to the other one and we'll go from there. So there's the farmhouse. Very nice that it is. There's a little fountain there. We have they have Stevie puts these on his maps. Little sort of windmill water pump. So and it's typically, I'm not sure if it is the case with this one, it's free water. We have a little silage clamp here and a sort of equipment shed where our one of our seeders is, and leveler and the mower. We have liquid fertilizer and a sprayer. We have solid fertilizer and a spreader. We have a big ass fent with a big ass seeder next to some seed. We have a header. In this other shed we've got the other seeder, we've got the baler, and we've got the cultivator. I'm actually going to go this way. We have a fuel pump. We have another big ass shed, and we've got our forage harvester in there at the back. We have our headers for the forage harvester. Then we've got our Heisenmat. This is the place for wood chips to make some money. We have some little sheds which can be used for storage of crops, but also vehicles. Turn ourselves around. We've got another storage shed and another storage shed, and then we've got one of Stevie's essentially patented. I'd like to say patented, but probably not. This is his silo. He has these on most of his maps, or this style of silo. It's got a big ass digital board here which is telling us what's in it. I do like these. This map has got gold nuggets on it as well, so that's cool. I get this sneaky feeling. So the chickens are over here. There you go, there's the chickens. I have a feeling this is solid fertilizer. That's the road out. We have here, this is the fermenter. So another thing Stevie puts on the maps is a fermenter. Yep, chaff grass, out comes silage. And Stevie also places these two beasties. This is the pig food maker, and it's on the lot. This is the TMR, or the power food, or the forage maker for the cattle. We have the compost master with, and I do like these that he does on this, the silo master little loading funnel for your vehicle. Standard compost master. I love these funnels so much that I've basically been taking the Goldcrest XXL Hoff map that we looked at the other day, which I can't remember if it was actually published yet, but I'm going to use that map privately, and I am actually modding that map with some of Stevie's stuff because I do like them all so much. One of the things I've added is that Silo Master thing. We have a Seed Master 20K7 2017. So you put in seeds, you put in grain, and you put in liquid fertilizer, and you get out seeds. We have another shed, two sheds. We have storage. Now these are new, I think new on Pine Cove Farm. But basically what he's done here is he's got these nice storage containers for diesel, seeds, fertilizer, both liquid and solid. You basically drop them in the side and you can pick them up. Gives you extra storage. On Pine Cove they are 250,000 litres capacity. I'm not sure what they are here. Again, another shed. Another shed. There's lots of sheds on this map. I'm not gonna have a problem pulling my equipment away. We've got another shed with the loader wagon and auger. Again, we've got another shed with a case magnet, the Magnum CVX, and a Joskin trailer. What else do we have? Well, we have our plough. This is our barn for selling hay. Got another shed. Not sure what this is. This is our washing station. That's this kind of map. Let's try. I'm trying to see if I can see the actual sheep and cows. We kind of went past them. We kind of gone in a big circle, but we kind of missed them. So we had the chickens over here by the farmhouse, and we kind of passed the compost master. Okay, yes, I see where they are. So essentially, the cows back onto here. So we've got all our stuff. We cross over the road here, and we have storage shed. We have our cow shed, nice big long cow shed. We have our sheep pasture with our feeding trough for that's water. Where did they put the food? This is where we're gonna. This is probably where the wool's gonna spawn. Why does that look like it's not placed straight? Maybe it's just the way those lines are. So that's the wool storage, and basically there's a little sell point for the wool there, which is kind of cool. This is the feeding spot, so I'm not sure how we get into this actually. I think we have to come in through the gate. So to feed them their grass, essentially we feed it there, but we come in through the gate. So the pigs are down at the bottom of our sheep pasture. I'm seeing quite a nice place so far, and it's looking good. So the main farm, it looks like it's used for all the production of the stuff that you're going to feed to the sheep. We've got our slurry and manure. We drop our food down here. So this is actually kind of an open pigsty. So you put your water down. They've got a shed here. They can roam. There's no fence. So that's cool. And you put our food down there. Obviously the straw and all that stuff. We've got a gate at the end of the little road. We've got a little pond here as well. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've kind of checked out that bit of farmyard. Let's take a look at let's go up here to this one here and see what we've got here. We'll actually once we check that one out, we'll check the middle out and then we'll do the edges. Okay, so we'll check this one out. This looks like another bit of a farmyard, kind of a distinct kind of thing. Slurry sale place there. We've got seeds, we've got fertilizer, we've got a washer location. This is our second location. Got another big silo. We've got lots of sheds. So this is the second kind of farm location, but it's also got a place you can sell. Both of which I think, do they both have? Yeah, they both have the digital display. This one isn't set up yet. We've got we've got two compost masters on this map. So there's one up here as well. We've got another seed master, another farmhouse. So this is really a pumped up map. We've got another fuel depot there. We don't have a diesel storage. I don't see one. We've got lots of sheds here. This is actually pretty good, pretty spacious. There's another barn up here as well. So we've got another barn there. So this is like the second kind of farm. So if you're on a multiplayer server, you can literally have two farms running. So that's pretty cool. So that's these kind of middle. We're going to check out this location here. This is not the okay, so this is again, this is one of the reasons why I love Stevie's maps. He's put the Silo King in the ground. It's something I did on the Goldcrest Double X Hoff as well. I have put my Silo King in the ground. So we've got the animal yard there. You can see that. So you can buy your animals here. This is essentially the BGA. We've got our Silo King there. We've got here the what does he call this? I think he calls it a separator. Basically, this little beastie, you give it digestate here, and you basically puts this in here, and it produces solid fertilizer, it produces diesel, and it produces liquid fertilizer. So it takes a digestate and makes something useful. We've got 3 storage bins for it. Unlike a traditional BGA, there's no silage clamps. So essentially you are putting compost in this sucker, which is pretty much what I do on Pine Cove Farm. I use compost to feed my BGA. I don't use silage. So that's pretty cool. That's here in the middle. Let's pop up here to Jeb's Mill and Windrow. This is typically a sale point he has. Yes, he does put that in there. This is a sale point. It takes pretty much everything. It's pretty cool. It's nice fenced off area up in the middle of the map. We are going to hit this area here next, because this area, and we'll start here at the shop. So this is a shop, nice big lot on the shop. Across the road from the shop, what do we have? We have some interesting stuff around here. So this looks like greenhouses. This is the equivalent of Mervilles on Pine Cove Farm. We have, let's see, we have lettuce, we have cauliflower, we have tomatoes, we have pumpkins, and we should have watermelon here on the end. Yeah, so this is the little sort of automated produce thing. So what we do is we feed them manure and compost and water, and out pops a steady supply of money. Now, where do they spawn? They spawn over here. Now, yes, he has done it, and that's awesome. So Stevie uses the little pallet mover to move the pallets out. Now, what is common with Stevie's maps is he has a very short pallet mover and a little sell zone at the end. So when it reaches the end, it passively sells the item. Now, this has its good points and its bad points. Its good points is you get a nice, quick, regular income. The bad points is if you forget, you basically lose produce. But on the flip side, this is the only place you can typically sell the produce. So if we actually look at the sales of those items, that's this items across the top here, you can only sell them at Nick's. So the only place you can sell these is here at this location. So that's cool. So let's get back to the map. Whoops, too far. And I went the long way to do it. So that's this little spot here. Let's hit the BGA next. So this is the traditional BGA. So we actually have 2 on this map. Again, this one even has a compost master on site. That is pretty cool. It also has the manure separator. So you give it slurry and straw, and it makes solid manure for you. This is really handy for the greenhouse site, which is just here, because you just feed this sucker compost master constantly. You get tons of compost. You feed this with slurry and you'll get loads of manure. You just take it next door, stick it in the greenhouses, and you're done. You've also got this beastie, which is the same as before. This is the digestate separator, which gives you fertilizer, both liquid and solid, and it gives you diesel. So that's cool. We've got silage clamps. This is the kind of the only place they've got them so far. We've got a storage shed. That's intriguing. He's put one of those in here. That's cool. We have the digestate tank over there, and we've also got this. This is a compost sale location. So you drop off a pile of compost there and it goes and gets bagged and goes across this conveyor and then sells. And it's a trickle sale, so it's actually kind of cool when you do a lot of compost. You don't end up kind of destroying the price because of just oversupply. We've got a weighbridge, and we have below ground compost master. That does look a little high. Sorry, Silo King. So I am not sure, but there might be a little map issue there that might need moving down. It might catch on a truck or so, but essentially that's just you tip into there as you would normally. So actually this has got 2 BGAs effectively, one down here, one up here. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. So that's a compost. Jerry's elevator, that's just a standard sale point. Doesn't look anything special. Does have a big spot of land next to it. Let's have a look at this. This is the flour mill. So this is like the one on Pine Cove Farm. You drop off grain, and there should be a little signage somewhere here. Yep, pop off grain, it'll give you flour pallets. And then somewhere around here there's a little spawn point. The flour pops out of your mill and it sells as it would. Then we have our spinnery. Where is the spinnery? Here is the spinnery. We have nice little drop off location. This is actually pretty cool because it's literally on the road. You can drive up to it and just drop off here. That's sweet. We have fuel cells, so you producing all that diesel with your 2 digestate separators, and you've got a place to sell tons of diesel. Let's take a look at JB's Diner. Drop off spot and sale location for grain and the like. Across the road effectively is the bakery. So the bakery, same sort of deal. Drive up, drop off, sell your stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go sort of anti-clockwise around the map, and we're going to start up here at Castaway's elevator. These are just sell points by the looks of it. We've got one here, and we have a seed master at this location. This also is a rail goods location, so you can drop off grain and drop it into a train. Heading anti-clockwise, we have a milk sale location, so we can drop off the milk produced by the cows. And there we have it, milk delivery. And we go to here. This is Bill's. So Bill's is another staple of Stevie's maps. I like this one, and we might even have 2 kind of things here. So Bill's is essentially a sawmill. You come in, drop off wood, so here, and out pops from Stevie's sawmill stuff is pallets, barrels and cargo boxes on these conveyors, and effectively they just kind of get made until they sell. And that's pretty cool. Taffy's tables is the same deal. You drop off a bunch of wood like here, and he makes tables and sells them. That's kind of cool. And this little lot here, this is the kind of first lumber yard we've got. I think this is a place we can put stuff on trains, but we have, I'm just thinking this is decoration at the moment. We definitely have a rail yard going through here, so we can unload train from a train. And can we sell wood here? So can we sell wood? So typically when he has one of these, there's a sell point for wood. That doesn't appear to be one other than here. This is a sell point for wood. Okay. Jim's Timber Supplies. We've got a place to store some diesel as well, because I don't see a gas pump up here. So these vehicles that you kind of operate out of here need a good bit of diesel. Now this little bit of land here, and we'll take a look from the air presently. Right, let's do that now. Yeah, this little area kind of looking south is essentially a kind of your logging location, really. You've just got lots of trees. The interesting thing that I kind of see with this, and I'm just wondering if that's actually an island or that's just a bit of headland. I think that's a bit of headland. Yeah, that's just a bit of headland that basically once you get a vehicle around that side, you can chop all those trees down. They're all dead. They're gone. They're history. But you can't drive through that water, as you're probably going to end up in a kind of a nasty mess. But it's just a nice sort of big chunk of forest, even like richly on the actual lot here. You can quickly start cutting trees down. That is really cool. You can start cutting trees down. Literally now I could jump in that scorpion king and I can have half a dozen trees down in no time. Get those suckers fed into these production facilities, and that lumberyard is up and running. Whilst I'm up here, I've actually just noticed there's a really nice placeables lot there as well, and over there by the rail yard, the rail location we just looked at, and the grain drop off, there appears also to be some nice placeables lots as well. So effectively, you can definitely stick down some of your own stuff. I'm going to head to Jeff's bulk. Rail bulk. Jeff's rail bulk. Yeah. Okay. Couple of sheds. Seedmaster again. Potentially a barn. I'm not sure. Yeah. And it's a sell point. It's a rail sell point here. So effectively, you can only sell to there. So you need a train. Let's head down to the next bills 2. So another joinery location. So we drop in wood and you get stuff out. Here we also have, and this is something that Stevie does on his maps as well, is he has a little pallet board factory. Again, same deal. These boards that it produces here are unique to this. So if memory serves, these will not work in something like the carpentry for the slow beef hive production thing. They won't work on anything other than essentially that sell point, like other production items. So, okay, I think we've got a sell point here as well, possibly for wood. And I think, yeah, so we've got the kind of barrels. Wood chipper. There wasn't one of these at the other location, I think. So this little beast is what I use typically to feed my composter. So just, we've got literally like 4 composters on this map. I think 4, or is it 3? So this little sucker, usually on my Pine Cove thing, is the thing I use to feed my composters. And there's not one far, it's not far from the farm, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Next up we have the nursery. This is a little tree nursery. You feed it manure and compost and water, and you get little baby trees, and they sell. That's pretty much what this place is. You've also got a sell point for fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and a Seedmaster. So that's pretty handy. And also we've got some equipment down here, but I think that's because essentially field 1 is just here. And we've got a wagon, and we've got a combine. So these are there so we can harvest this field. So on day 1, as it were, you can harvest field 1. Let's head to Stephanie's storage. Stephanie's storage is a sell point. It is a rail only sell. It is a rail only sell point, but it's also a interchange spot, so you can use it to fill grain and essentially sell it as well. Moose Hill, or Moose's Hill. is a, well, we kind of spawned in the middle of the field, but it is a grain sale point. You can drop off here. It's not a rail spot. It also has a seed master. We've also got some, I think down there we've got a petrol station, and essentially we've got some houses and the like. Maru's Mill. So this, I think, is homage to Maru, the guy that runs the forums, the German language forums, actually, where a lot of modders hang out. Essentially, this looks like a, well, it looks like a, what do you call it? Well, it's actually the kind of the Maru's signature sawmill. I'm pretty sure that's where it originated. It's used on so many maps. It's basically a sell point for wool, wood chips and wool. You've got a rail. It's a rail yard, so, and it's got a mill pond by the looks of it, I guess. Does this go down? Yep. So you can use this as a mill pond. I think you can drop off into the water. Yep. Drop it into the mill pond. Log places get you more straight and long. Get you more money, as it were. Okay, so Sky's storage, which is up next. Again, this is a sell point, and it kind of looks like it's also a pickup point. Yeah, and a drop off point, so you can essentially store stuff here and you can sell it as well by train. Next up, Puma Plows Mill. Again, a really cool looking building, but it is a sale point for trains. Can you sell via vehicle? I think not. It is a rail only sell point. We've checked out Jeb's, so we're going to hit Andy's shipping next. So Andy's shipping is a sale point, and that is it. Yeah, it is just a normal sell point. We will check. Ah, that's flashing, so there's a train nearby. Ray's Hub. Ray's Hub is a rail only sale point. It's also a pickup point and drop off location, so you can basically store here. This is also the location of your train. Here we have our train. The train system. There we go. Now, I'm not sure how many trains we have. Do we have one or two? So I'm just snipping through because I want to see how many trains we have. So we have one here that we've actually seen. That is it. We only have one train, but that train goes all the way around the map. So we've kind of checked out all of the major locations. I'm going to check out a couple of things that I've noticed that go around. First off, there seems to be lots of little placeable locations. So for instance, we go back here and we just head up this way a little bit. There is a spot, I can just see it in those trees. There is a placeables spot. Nice little flat piece of land for placeables, another one. And looking at the map, there seems to be a few of these. There's one here, there's one up here near Andy's shipping, there's one in here between Ray's Hub and the Castaways elevator. There's another one that we saw earlier near the lumberyard here at the top. We're just going to nip here, but essentially we've got a lot of space to use on this lot where we have Randy's storage and Castaways, but also, and this is the other thing, is next door we have this really big space too. So not only have you got this massive space here, you've got one right next door. Okay, we have a little town, and well, I'll take a very quick look around that as well. Next to Jeb's, we have a placeable spot as well. So we're going to jump over that, and we are going to just sort of kind of jump up. We can see it. We have placeable spot there. So I know that there's placeable spots all the way around. So that's really cool. Lots of space for placeables. Actually, we didn't check out here. USMCs. So USMCs bought by, or USMC as in United States Marine Corps, bought by. And this is a sale location. Quite straightforward enough. We missed that one earlier. Okay, so let's just kind of take a look at some field sizes. Not sure what these will be, because we don't. Oh, we do have crossplay. In fact, sorry, I actually thought we were on the multiplayer server, but we're not. We need to be an attractor for this. So let me check the fields that we own. We own field 1, and that's 14.8 hectares in size. That's quite big. We own field 3, which is 66, and field 19, which is 4. Now, field 19 is literally just for silage or grass, essentially. Just like field 6 might be the same as well. Now, the beauty about having a field done this way is essentially that field is probably going to be fertilized. In this case, it actually needs plowing, but essentially we can fertilize that and stuff. The other thing, that this is what I do around Pine Cove, is that there's a lot of big grass space around some of these fields, and you can literally, for instance, we did field 19, we'd basically just mow this, we'd mow all this, and essentially you just got tons of grass. So we know how big those are. Let's take a look at field 15 just to see how big that one is. High grain, I don't think we actually saw that one. Okay. This was 134 hectares, and it cost you 10 million to buy it. So yeah, this is a huge ass field. This is absolutely massive. I can't check, yeah, but this, oh yes, we did actually check this out. This has got a seed master and everything. You're probably going to need that seed master, to be honest, because that's a really big field, and it's not a flat field either. So a lot of, although Pine Coast fields, a lot of them are quite flat or they're slightly undulating. There's a big ass hill in the middle of that field. You know, that we're going, if you're going that way, it's fine. You just literally hit that middle, you're climbing. Let's have a look at field 16. Again, that's 115 hectares, and that will cost you 9 million to actually buy. That is another big field. Let's just kind of look some more around the farm. So if you wanted to kind of cluster yourself around the farm down here, so you've already got 1, 19 and 3, maybe you wanted to pick up 2. So 2 is going to cost you 5 million to buy. That's a 70 hectare field. Maybe you want to pick up 4 because it's a little bit smaller. Well, actually, let's maybe see that's the case. It is a little bit smaller. It's 57, but it's going to cost you 4.6 million. So again, a big field and a big ass kind of payout to buy that field. But all these fields are going to make you some serious money. When you start harvesting these, you get a good field in Pine Cove, you can literally rake in, a couple of 100,000 liters at least on a field. And when you basically then harvest that, you are going to make, you're going to make a bit of money when you sell it. It's not as if you're not going to make some money. It may take you 3 or 4 harvests to make your money back, but essentially you will make your money back. Again, this is 54 hectares and it's a 4.4 million. And these are all fields around the farm. So whilst we're here, let's kind of take a look. This is Jones Farm. This is actually the first farm. Let's just kind of take a look. I'm guessing this is named after essentially who this is dedicated for. Alan Jones. This is Jones's farm. Let me just check something up here because I wonder if this has got a sign as well. Let's see what this is. This is Tex's farm. So this is Texas Farm up at the second location. What I'm going to do is go back down to, now we know the name, Jones's Farm, and we're going to do a little bit of a flyby from this location. And then we'll basically kind of just have a little sort of high vantage point look. So one thing I have noticed is all of the fields at the moment, and I think we started this game as normal, are unseeded except for our field 1. They are all completely clear fields. So as we kind of pan around, we've got our kind of farmyard, we've got our animals over there, we've got all of our storage sheds, we've got our compost master, we've got our forage and pig food production, we've got our massive silo. That is Jones's farm from the air, and that looks pretty good. We can see all the fields there in the distance. We can see some sell points. We've got a nice road. No big wide road here, but it is, you know, it's a really good sort of grassy headland on all the fields. That is good, pretty useful. So we're not going to be going over the road to actually sort of turn around and that sort of thing. I am going to jump over to Texas Farm, and let's do the same. So let's look from the air, see how that looks, and we'll also kind of look over at the little town whilst we're over here as well. So again, we've got our second farm. It's not as big as Jones's farm. It's got a compost master. It's got storage sheds. It's got a silo. But it doesn't actually have animals here, but it does, you know, it is a good sized little farm for operating out in these top fields. These top fields are going to need it. So if we kind of just head a little bit west, we can basically kind of head over. We've got a nice sort of little park area. You know, you've got some water. You've got some nice little walking area around the islands. We've got again, we've got woodland, little bits of woodland around the actual fields. This is the kind of BGA. We've got the sell points. We've got the kind of production stuff over here, greenhouses. Over there in the distance, we've got the little town. As we kind of move over and see, you know, we've got quite a lot on this map. So I've been looking forward to sort of trying out this map, and to be honest, I can't kind of wait. And this walkthrough's kind of whetted my appetite. I really want to get stuck in. So someone's not going to be sleeping tonight. Luckily, I work from home, so tomorrow I will be playing this. I'm also my own boss, so quite frankly, yeah, that ain't going to be a problem. So there's the little town we're coming up on. I kind of wanted to take a look at this because you know, this is a little town. There's not much to do in the town in sense of sales and so on. There's a couple little sell points, but it's about the decor. What kind of effort's gone into it. You can, you know, see some houses. We can see a gas station. We've got Joey's mill over there. But it looks like, you know, there's some detail. Looks like there's a little baseball field there. Do we have a basketball court? I wonder. You know, there's kind of, maybe that's the mill. We've got a basketball court. We've got a little car lot there. We've got sort of the bakery and all that kind of stuff coming up. You know, we've got a little bit, you know, again, we've got trees, we've got lots of little woodland areas, got little rows of houses. You know, we're going to be kind of coming here and dropping off stuff at the diner and stuff at the bakery, but at the same time, we've got a nice little town, a nice little village, as it were, that we kind of think. So, you know, we've definitely got some nice little laid out stuff there to look at as well. You know, they've got some detail. You know, someone's got a little tent in their back garden. They've got a caravan there. We've got a little basketball court over there, so you can get your 3-pointer achievement. No, there's a good amount of stuff here to do, and it is a nice little spot. Obviously the placeable locations and all that good stuff. So that is, I think we probably covered all of the map in some form or another. The one thing I wanted just to do, and I'm going to do this and fly over this one because again I want to see what's in this corner. Kind of Stevie tends to put some nice decor items, for instance, a pine cove in the forest area, up in the sort of the northwest corner of the map. There's actually some hidden stuff in that forest. So we've got our placeable area there. We've got some trees over here. I was kind of spying on the map, on the PDA map. There's potentially some structures in this lot here. So we want to just check them out. Again, we've got lots of trees. It's absolutely great. Let's just have a look. See, lots and lots of trees. There's a little lookout tower there. Do we have others? Maybe this is that more storage sheds. There's a barn and a storage shed up there. Yeah, there's a barn and a storage shed. We've got a little log cabin in the middle of the woods. Oh, look, there's a little mine. It's just done a little mine in the little hillside there. That's really kind of cool. We've got some really kind of nice little detail on this map. It's a really beautiful map. So the fields are not flat, it's undulating. If you just look at this down sort of range on the map, you can just see how everything undulates towards the farms and everything else. It is actually really nicely laid out. So this is definitely a really nice map. It's a lot of thought has gone into this map, and I really don't want the guy to quit because I do love his stuff. He's done some really good maps, and I've enjoyed playing his maps. And I do wish he reconsiders. The reasons why he quit. The guy that posted a map with a lot of stolen, essentially placeable mod elements that he essentially claimed as his own, is terrible, and I hate it when people do that. As I mentioned, I love some of his ideas that I borrowed some of his ideas to use on maps that I play for myself only, and that is a testament to this guy produces great maps. And if you want to check out other maps and play other maps, but like to bring in some of those elements of other people's maps that you enjoy, then that should be okay. And that is okay as long as you don't go and claim them as your own, which is not the done thing to do. It is, quite frankly, theft. When you blatantly go out and steal a lot of other person's map and then not give credit and not ask permission to do so. But if you're doing it for your private use and no one ever is going to see it other than you, you're doing it for your enjoyment. And in the process, someone who has basically done this and published it and claimed it as their own has spoilt the enjoyment of so many players, because this guy Stevie, who has done some great things with maps throughout all the Farming Sim releases. I've only just started playing Farming Sim game. First one I played is Farming Sim 17, and this is the first time I've seen Stevie's maps. And literally, the two main maps that I play is Pinecone Farm and Stevie's Goldcrest Edit, and literally those are the two main ones. And I do love the gameplay on those maps. And this one, Cherry Hills 2017, is is going to be his last map, and unfortunately that is a loss to the entire community. One person or a group, as you know, the 1%, the people that basically do this shit, have spoiled it for everyone else. And with that, and this little rant at my end of my review of a absolutely beautiful map that is, I'm going to have a lot of fun playing. We're going to do some Let's Plays on this map. We'll do Let's Plays on the multiplayer server, as we do with Pine Cove. So I'm going to be setting that up for the next day or so. Getting that ready and raring to go. I'm going to be kind of playing it my kind of usual way. We'll have a little kick-off, which will be started with a little bit of a kind of kick-off process. We're going to have a bit of money so we can buy some equipment that we like, and set some shit up, as it were. And then we're going to play. And that map's going to be open for everyone. But you know, the details for that will be in the first Let's Play map description. For this, I'm going to put into the description for this map review the details of this map and where you can get it. And I'm also going to, and I don't normally do this, is I will put in Stevie's donation link as well, because I think he deserves every donation he gets. With that, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you like what you see with the stuff I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel. I'd like to thank the 3 or 4 subscribers I've got currently. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you everyone for watching the video today, and goodbye.